What's good, everyone? It's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. And for today's video, we're going to take a look at one of my newest sneaker pickups in the Ironstone Air Max 95. As far as the box goes for the Nike Air Max 95 in the Ironstone colorway, it is just a red sportswear box, as you can see here. And then the tag does read Nike Air Max 95 NH Ironstone / Celery Cavestone. And I did get these in my size 11. So here's a quick look of the shoes in the Air Max 95 in the Ironstone colorway. Starting at the bottom of the shoe, you do have a brown outsole with that celery colorway here, and then you do have that plastic plate here with the Nike Air logo. And then moving your way up from that, the midsole is in a brown variation, again with that celery colorway on the airbags at the back and the forefoot. And then moving your way up from that, you do have the gradient effect in the brown canvas, and it starts off really dark and it moves its way up to being a lighter shade. And then you do have a celery Nike check here at the heel. And then this mesh panel here where you can see the eyelets through, it is kind of almost like a gauze from like a first aid kit. It's very see-through. It's kind of different than the OGs as far as the OG colorway blockings. But again, you can see the lace loops through the mesh. And then it's brown mesh behind that, as you can see here. And then working your way up to the tongue, you do have that iconic Air Max 95 patch here on the tongue in brown and kind of like a gray here. And it says Air Max. And then you do have this kind of faux croc skin material here. On the original colorways, I believe they all came in 3M. But the panel here on the tongue and at the heel, as you can see here, is kind of like a faux croc. And then it does say Nike Air at the back. And then a lot more of the same at the medial side there with the gradient effect with the brown canvas. And then the toe material on this pair is a really thick suede, and it's brown, as you can see here. And then the laces come in kind of like an off-white colorway. So definitely a clean pair. Similar color blocking to the OG neons, just a lot more muted as far as the colors go, especially with that celery color. It's a lot more muted than the neons. But again, this is very clean nonetheless. I think these are going to look great in the fall time. And then just a quick look at the right shoe. Again, material on these are pretty nice, very thick, and they're going to take a little bit of time to break in. But again, I'm going to get a ton of wear with these in the fall time. Then another look at the back. I would have preferred that 3M hit on the back, but it's a nice different take, so I can't really complain. And then where I got these, I did get these from slamjam.com over in Italy. These were 40% off, so again, a pretty cheap pair. I think I paid 140 Canadian, whereas the retail on this pair was 240, and I think 180 or 185 USD. So I did get a nice discount, and again, a pretty clean looking colorway. And just a quick look at the right shoe as well. And I'm also going to do a quick comparison now on the Air Max 95 in the neon colorway. So I have seen a few reviews on YouTube of just this one pair alone, and pretty much everyone in their video was talking how this shoe reminded them of the OG neons, but no one had the neons, so I'm going to give a quick comparison. As far as the neons go, you do have a black midsole, and then again, those air units are very bright in that neon colorway. And then you do have a neon swoosh at the heel. And then the gradient pattern here on the upper is in, it feels like a nubuck, and it starts off kind of black and works its way up to being gray. And then again, like I mentioned, the netting on the two pairs are definitely different. This one's kind of looks worn in and beat up a little bit. And then this has kind of that OG netting on all the pairs from 95. And then you do have some black mesh behind that, whereas on the Ironstone pair, it is brown. And then a quick comparison on the tongues here. The neons are definitely a lot more vibrant and lighter with the color. And then at the tongue here as well, sorry, you do have that 3M hit on the neons and kind of that faux croc skin on the Ironstone. And then on the back of the shoe, again, the 3M hit with the Nike Air up top. And then you still have that Nike Air up top on the Ironstones, but it is that faux material, that faux croc. So definitely a different take. I think I would have preferred the 3M because it's just a nice touch. It shines nice, but again, nonetheless, it's a pretty cool take on the Ironstones. And then one last look real quickly. The lace loops, the neons are just a lot more vibrant, like I said. And the Ironstone pair have the celery color on the eyelets, and it's just a lot more muted. So again, I think this is going to be a super clean colorway for the fall time, but I couldn't pass it up at 40% off. It's something that I've been kind of watching and very happy to add it to the collection. But let me know what you guys think as far as the comparison go. What do you guys prefer? Obviously for me, I really prefer the neons. It's my favorite colorway of the 95s altogether. I really think nothing can beat it. And again, the designer for these was Sergio Lozano. He was the designer for the Air Max 95, and he was tasked with really stepping outside of the box with the Air Max 95. Nike was not a huge fan of the midsole color that he put on the 95 originally. This is the original colorway, and he did put a black midsole, and a ton of Nike reps were not a fan of the black midsole, but he wanted to hide all the dirt from Oregon weather, being rainy and muddy. When you're going for runs, he wanted to hide that dirt with the black midsole. So that was the inspiration behind that. But definitely a clean shoe nonetheless. Let me know what you guys think of the Ironstone pair down in the comments. Again, a pretty clean looking shoe. And for me, you can't go wrong at that 40% off. One thing I will mention as well, I usually wear a size 10.5 in my basketball shoes for a nice snug fit. With the Air Max 95s, I do wear a size 11. As for me, I do find they fit a little bit small. In my size 11, my toe is basically right at the end of the shoe. And as you can see here, they are a little bit of a more narrow fit as well with the Air Max 95s. So that is one thing I wanted to mention as far as the fit goes. I would say go half a size up. And if you're a wide footer, you might be able to get away with a full size up. But for me, I usually wear a size 10.5 in all of my basketball shoes. But with the Air Max 95s, I do go up to a size 11. And even the size 11 is pretty snug. I will mention as well, this canvas material, it's even snugger in this material. I did get the Comet Red or Japan Air Max 95s recently as well on heavy discount, and those were super snug right out of the box. So again, I would say go up half a size to a full size and you'll have it covered as far as the sizing goes. So like I said, that's going to do it for today's video on the Air Max 95 in the Ironstone colorway. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this colorway. For me, again, it's a really muted colorway compared to these very vibrant neon 95s, but they're very clean nonetheless. If you've never worn 95s, they're actually pretty comfortable. They do have the airbag at the heel and then the airbags in the forefoot, so you definitely get a lot of compression with all of that comfort under your foot. But again, let me know what you think of this colorway that dropped actually in February of this year. And again, keep your eyes peeled for this colorway because it seems like they're all going on heavy discount now. But that's going to do it for today's video. As always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that helps the channel a ton. Stick around for all the performance reviews I have coming up here shortly. Again, I just had a hernia surgery, so I haven't been able to play basketball for a couple weeks. But I should be able to get back on the court here pretty soon. So again, I have the Lucas, I have the Zion, and I have another pair here in the KD15 as well. And I have a few other pairs coming in, so there's going to be a lot of performance reviews in the next 2 or 3 months. And I'm also looking forward to the Jordan 37s that will be coming out shortly. So keep it locked to the channel for all of that. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this pair. That's going to do it for today. Until next time, peace.
Yeah. Look, I'm in line with the stars, I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, let up ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe kinda hard.